Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing face palettes. So that's all these here. I've done the rest of the kind of like cheap products. Yeah, so here, and then there's some in the bottom drawer. Let me show you. And then the rest are here. Some are in my shop, my stash. Well, one I think is in my shop. No, two are in my shop, my stash. I was going to do it in like highlighter palettes, contour palettes, that kind of way, but I'm just going to show you all together, and I'll do swatches as well, so hopefully the video won't be too long. And then after this video we'll be moving on to, actually I'll do eyeshadow palettes after this one, and then we'll do lipsticks. So what I'll do is I'll do lipsticks. I'm trying to put it up the way I actually put them on my face. So we'll do lipsticks, but the lipsticks will probably go on at the end because I put eyeshadows on first, and all my eyeshadow collection is on YouTube already. It just needs to be scheduled. So that's what that drawer is looking like. So let's get to it. Okay, so I didn't actually realise I had this many highlighter palettes. So I think what I'm going to do, I've got them like in sections of higher end, and then these are drugstore right at the back there. So we'll do higher end first. I'll show you some swatches and we'll kind of move on from there. So we've got this Kat Von D Alchemist Palette. Yeah, the Alchemist holographic palette, and I've just looked in it and I'm so sad. Naomi gifted me this and one of them is broken, and I don't understand why, because I'm really careful. This one here is broken, but I'm going to do you swatches of them anyway. Okay, so these are the swatches from the Alchemist palette. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Mikayla and Glamlight Part 2 highlighter palette I've got, because they're kind of multicoloured as well like this. They're just so pretty. So this one is definitely a keeper. So let me tell you the shade names. Right, so the first one is Green Emerald. Then the second one is Ultraviolet Amethyst. The third one is Blue Sapphire. And the fourth one is Pink Opal. So again, that's what they look like up close and personal. And then the second one with like the kind of shifty highlighters is this one. So this is the Mikayla and Glamlight Part 2. Same box there. I like this little detail here. And then I think if you was to ask me, do I like this one better or the Alchemist, I would say this one. It's just really pretty, and they're really shiny as well. I mean, you don't get as many. I'll show you on the fingers first. That's them on the fingers. Let's put them on the wrist. Right, and that's the Glamlight and Mikayla Part 2 palette. Isn't it just pretty? I mean, that darker shade, I'm not a lover of it to use as a highlighter. Let me tell you the shades of these. So the first shade is called Starstruck. The second shade is called Blinding. And the third shade is Are You Kidding Me? So that's what they look like up close. Oh, I can't get too close, it gets blurry. But they're the shades there. Really pretty. And I use them as eyeshadow toppers, as well as highlighters. I use that golden shade there just as an eyeshadow because it's quite thicker than the other two. So yeah, I'm really liking that, and of course I'm keeping it. So next up is this Stila one, and I've not really had much use out of this. It's more like, I think it's kind of more for eyeshadow toppers. If what I feel like is right, then I'm just going to put it in my eyeshadow palettes and use them as toppers. So those are the shades. So we're getting Pink Wink Wink, Yellow Tails and Silver Tongue, if that's picking up. And then inside it looks like that. I mean, maybe, they're like Colourpop Super Shocks. Maybe they'll apply better with glitter glue. I don't think I've ever tried glitter glue. So Pink Wink Wink, hardly anything's coming off this, guys. and they feel, I wouldn't say greasy, but they, yeah, I think I need to try these, and then, you know, if I really don't like them. The gold one's pretty nice though. Yellow tails. Yeah, I'll definitely have to put them on the chopping block. Maybe pull it out in the next Shop My Stash, because I've just done a Shop My Stash. I've gone back to doing weeklies. Maybe pull it out in the next one if I really don't like it. And the white one's okay, it's just the pink one, which you'll see in a second. Let's try and get some more of this pink on. No, you're just not seeing it, so 2 out of the 3 are okay. Right, so let me show you. Right, so there at the front, before the kind of yellow gold one, is pink wink wink. You can't even see it. Then we've got yellow tails and then silver tongue. So I'm going to keep it for the yellow tails and silver tongue, and I can see me decluttering it in December. Just want to use it, try and get as much use out of it as I can. Probably for eyeshadows, like eyeshadow toppers, so we'll see how that goes, and then we'll revisit it in December. So it's going on the chopping block, guys. Right, so now we've got this one, BH Cosmetics Duolight highlighter, and that's what it looks like. So this one got broken, I've not hit pan on it or anything, and I use this really for eyeshadows. So I'm going to show you what they look like. I mean, these shades up here are alright for highlighters, I think, but it's when it comes to these crazy shades down here. So I'm going to do swatches now, and we'll see what they look like, and then we'll make a decision. So I was going to show all the higher end luxury highlighter palettes first, but I may as well get all the like colourful highlighters out of the way. I think this is the last one, and then we can go back to higher end. So that's it there. Okay, let's talk you through them. So the first one there is called Top It Off. That's a really nice peachy orange. The next one is called Top Notch. The white one there is called Top Secret. Then we're going to Split Pan. So those 2 golden shades are called Double Trouble and Double Date. The next pink leaning ones are called Double Whammy and Double Time. And then the last 2 are called Double Take and Double Up. And this is what they look like close-ups. Those 2, I don't know if it's the way I've swatched it, these ones here are looking very, very powdery. The other ones aren't looking too bad. Right, so what I'm going to do with this palette is put it on a chopping block and just trial it. I don't just want to get rid of things for the sake of getting rid of things, because I paid good money for them. So I want to trial it and just see what I feel when it comes to either keeping or decluttering it in December. I'm probably not going to get rid of a lot, guys, so it literally is just like you see in my collection. But I do like watching collection videos, and I hope you do too. Right, so now we're going back. So let's put all the ones I'm keeping over here. So now I'm going back to the higher end ones. Okay, let me show you. This one is going nowhere. I absolutely love this. This is the Huda Beauty Light Glow Obsessions. They still sell this. I saw it in my local Boots. I was quite surprised because I thought it was limited edition, and that's what she looks like. Very, very pretty. So I always thought these had shade names. Maybe they did on the plastic packaging, but it's not on the back of the palette. So the champagne shade is there. Then that kind of, I would say the middle one is a rose gold type of shade. Then we've got another golden shade there, and then a bronze shade. The bronze shade at the end I can't use as highlighter. I don't know why they put that in a light palette, because I don't know any skin tone that would be able to get away with that. But as an eyeshadow, as a quick one and done, with a nice neutral matte eyeshadow, I think that would look really, really well. Kind of a one and done. But yeah, that's that. I really, really do like it. It's really, really fine. It does look a bit powdery on the arm, especially that last one. It's probably the way I've swatched it though. But yeah, that's that one. Keeping. Right, so in this one, guys, there is literally no shimmer particles. That's why I like it. I'll open it up again and you'll be able to see there's just no shimmer there at all. It's really, really nice. One that's very similar is this Dior one, and I wish I hadn't bought it, but I'm going to have to use it. I will never get one of these palettes again. Everyone raves about them. I don't think they're that good, not for the price point. This one is in the shade 004 Rose Gold. I got my friend Naomi one as well. She loves hers. I just don't like it. Let me show you. I've done this before and I have compared them, but the Huda Beauty one is much nicer. But let me just show you what I'm talking about with how similar they are, if I can actually do it. Look how similar they are. Right, so let's go and swatch this one. The shades here are Sheer Gold Pearl, that's the first one. Then Metallic Pink Gold, I suppose that would make a nice blush topper. I've never tried it for that one. Then the middle one there is Shimmer Rose, so the third one down. And then the last one is Metallic Golden Peach. Not a lover of it, guys. Not really. And for Dior, it really, really doesn't blow my socks off. So that's that one. I am going to keep it. I do want to finish it up because she's expensive. And, you know, I'm not going to get my money back. It's not like I can sell it on Depop or anything. I won't get my money back. So I may as well keep it and use it up. So that one's being kept as well. Okay, so OFRA's up next. So this is the OFRA Glow Signature Palette. I don't know if you're going to see it. Oh yeah, just there. And then these are all the highlighters that you get in, which you'll go through when I show you the swatches. But let me just go and swatch these now. Okay, so here we go. So the first one is Star Island. It's probably one of my favourites. Then we've got Rodeo Drive. You can see that's a little bit dark. It might make a nice, like, kind of bronze topper. Then we've got Barley, which reminds me of Nars Orgasm a little bit. Then we've got Pillow Talk, which is quite nice. Very pink leaning. And then we've got Blissful, which again is too dark for me. But yeah, I quite like it, so it's definitely staying around the collection. Right, okay, so next up we've got the Charlotte Tilbury palette. It's the Filmstar Bronze and Glow. I know they do different shades now, but this just was the original. And I used up all the bronzer. So we just got the highlighter to use up. I mean, it's okay. I wouldn't write home about the highlighter or the bronzer, to be honest. I don't know if to keep it. I'm going to put it on chopping block and pull it out and next shop my stash. Because part of me doesn't want to get rid of it because it's quite a pricey product, but another part is like, it's nothing special. I mean, you might not even get to see it on my hand, let's see. There it is, you can see it. I might use it today and decide whether I want to keep it, and I'll let you know when I'm editing this video, because I'll edit this video tonight. So that's it there. What do you guys think of Charlotte Tilbury's products? I was having a conversation with my good friend Lisa, and we just both agree that they're definitely overhyped. Let me sit down and let me talk to you a bit more about this. So with Charlotte Tilbury's products, I've had eyeshadow palettes, I had a setting powder from her. I had a really, really expensive, I think it was around £70 eyeshadow palette. It was Pillow Talk and I didn't like that. Well, it's not that I didn't like it, you know, the formula was okay, it just wasn't really, really pigmented. And I love my shimmers to be pigmented. I can get a £15 Beauty Bay palette and get more enjoyment out of a £40–50 Charlotte Tilbury palette. But I was saying, you know, to my friend Lisa, the one thing that I do rate of Charlotte Tilbury's is her lipsticks. Her lipstick formula, especially, what does she call them? Matte Revolution, I think, something like that. Let me see if this is one of them. Pillow Talk. It doesn't tell me what formula it is, but you know, it's just, I mean, like this particular lipstick, I'm kind of still trialing because I'm not a big fan of it, so I've chosen the wrong one there, but the actual formula of the lipsticks is just so good. So yeah, I want to keep that. I want to, at least for today, when I put my makeup on, I want to see what it looks like, and if I don't like it, I'll declutter it and I'll let you know. Next up, I mean, how cute is that packaging? For a starter, it reminds me of me and my friends. So it's the Smashbox Halo Cheek Palette. And some of it's really, really nice, guys. And some of it isn't. So I'm stuck. Like this highlighter up here is quite nice. And this one's a little bit dark. So again, I could probably use that as a bronzer topper. Actually, I think the highlighter that I thought was light is a little bit too dark. And then we've got two blushes. So let me try and open this and I can show you those two blushes there as well. And I've never actually been able to, I mean, it's a pretty colour. If you really swirl your finger in, that is a really, really pretty colour. And I don't have a shade like that. For autumn winter, that is so stunning. The other shade is kind of becoming a bit more emollient. I've noticed with putty blushes, the e.l.f. one did the same thing. And I've got an Inglot and Mora one that did exactly the same as well. They just need time to relax, and obviously when you're using them and swatching them, they become a little bit more relaxed. Let me show you. Okay, can you see how dark those two highlighters are for me? So we've got the Soft Pearl Powder Highlighter, then the Rich Golden Powder Highlighter, and then we've got the two blushes. I actually like the two blushes, Radiant Rose Putty Blush and Copper Rose Putty Blush. I'm going to try it for the blushes, and if I can't get it to work, it'll be gone in December, but I've been really, really sad because of the packaging is just so cute. Anyone else just keep things for packaging? Next up is the Urban Decay and Kristen Leann. This one is the Beauty Beam highlighter. I really, really like this one. I got it with the Urban Decay and Kristen Leann eyeshadow palette. Right, so we'll go from darkest to lightest. Right, so the darkest shade would make a really nice bronze topper. It's like I'm saying that a lot in this video, sorry guys. Do we have shade names? Doesn't look like it. Right, I'll just have to show you what I did. Okay, so the bronze one is the one that's up first. You can see how dark that is on my arm. Then the middle shade is up next. That's probably the right highlighter for me. And then the last shade is the one on the right. So, sorry, I'm probably giving you whiplash, but that's all three highlighters together. So the two shades at the end there, I mix them from time to time and it looks quite nice, but the first one is definitely too dark. But yeah, I'm going to keep it until I'm done with it. Right, so then next up is the highlighter palettes. What I might do is I might put highlighter palettes up by itself because there's a lot, and we're doing swatches as well, and then we'll just do kind of face palettes, the other face palettes by itself. I don't know how long the video is going to be. If it's not that long, I'll try and do it all together. So the first one is this Simpsons one. So the Simpsons Revolution Treehouse of Horror. When did it come out? Drop something. When did it come out? I think it was last Halloween, and that's what it looks like. It's got Lisa and Bart on it. I mean, it's barely been used. I try and go around the little characters. I'm an oddball, guys. If you don't know this about me already, you'll come to know it. Okay, so when it wants to focus, the first one is Bart's Haunted House, and then the second one is Ghost Story. And I'll show you again up close. So that's Lisa. Ghost Story. And that's Haunted House. Isn't it cute though? Let's do it this way. Isn't that cute? Yes, we're definitely keeping the Simpsons. This is turning into a collection, sorry guys. I don't think I'll put Declutter though, unless, because so far I've not decluttered anything. Okay, so next up is this I Heart Revolution Bronze and Glow. It's meant to be a dupe, I think, for the Charlotte Tilbury one. And you can see I've hit pan there as well. I really like it. We'll do a swatch of the bronzer. What I might do is I might compare this highlighter to the Charlotte Tilbury just so you can see it. I need to repress this bronzer so I can use it. Once I've used it up, I'll probably buy a new one because they're not that expensive and it's quite a good formula. Yeah, I think it's a dupe. Right, let's get the Charlotte Tilbury one. The Charlotte Tilbury one is a little bit smoother, as you would expect it to be. Yeah, I definitely want to give it one more go before I declutter it, the Charlotte Tilbury one. I would say the I Heart Revolution one is just a tiny bit darker. Let me show you. Okay, so we've got the bronzer there at the front from the I Heart Revolution. Then we've got the highlighter from the palette. And then we've got the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter from the Bronze and Glow, I think it was called. Can you see how the Charlotte Tilbury one is just a little bit lighter than the one in the middle from I Heart Revolution? So they are really similar. But yeah, I'm going to put the Charlotte Tilbury one on the chopping block. I'll trial it today and then I'll let you guys know if I'm keeping it. Because the lighter shade is at the front and then the darker, more golden shade is at the back. Can you see? Can you see what I did to it? I must be putting my palettes in my drawers too hard. Either that or it's just too full. So yeah, that's that one. If I'm going to recommend any highlighter palette from the drugstore, I would say this one, definitely. If your first skin, that is, like me. If I'm going to be able to get rid of anything, it's going to be this one, guys. It's really nice packaging. It's the Tasty Cranberry Jelly palette. Yeah, that's what it's called. But it is super dark. I got it in the hamper that I got from Revolution. Look at that. What am I going to do with that? Just what am I going to do with it? I mean, let's do some swatches on it. I mean, that's kind of orange golden, but I don't think I'd ever wear that. Not even as an eyeshadow, I don't think. I don't know, it's pretty nice. Like, I'm just swatching it now a few times and that is pretty nice. But do I really need to keep it to use as an eyeshadow? But the thing is, I don't know who to give it to. And I'm wondering if that pink one would make a good, kind of like inner corner. Do you know, like with a purple eye look? I think it might. It's got kind of like gold reflex. So, but I think I'm just trying to make excuses to keep it. Let me show you what it looks like. How nice is that, like, orangey golden shade there, though? Part of me feels like you've not tried it, Andrea. At least try it. At least try it. and then if you don't like it you can declutter it in the winter. So yeah, let's do that. So next up is the Revolution Beyond Radiance highlighter palette, and these for me are a lot like the Hourglass setting powders. They're so good. I use this white one for under the eye. I don't know if these are even going to show up, they're so smooth. Yeah, so this white one goes under the eye. Let's swatch it a couple of times. And then we've got a pinky one, which I mixed with the other light peachy one for the rest of my face. They're definitely not highlighters. They might be like classed as a highlighter palette, but they're definitely not. There's a bit of sheen there. They're more finishing powders in my opinion. But I'm just swatching them in with highlighters because Revolution, when they sold, I think they do still sell them, they marketed them as highlighters, didn't they? Okay, so you can see the white one there, that normally goes under my eyes, and then the pink and the peach leaning one I normally just mix, and it just looks beautiful on the face. So that's Beyond Radiance. There we go. Okay, and then we've got the Revolution Radiance palette here. So this is the one that they brought out first of all, and it does actually say, if you look there, it does actually say highlighter palette, but to me they're not. They're not shimmery, and I've definitely had more use out of this one. This shade here is definitely really good for all over the face. Let me do some swatches of these. This one's getting really old. I don't know if... No, that shade's okay. I was just thinking out loud, I don't know if it's at the point where I should declutter it. It's at the point where I think I need to put it in a project pan, that's for sure. So there's two potential like bronzer type shades in here and bronze toppers. Let me show you. The first and the third one are quite dark and can be used like as bronzer or a bronze topper, and then the one in the middle is the one that I kind of dust all over my face and use it as a finishing powder. Next to those two bronze leaning ones, you can barely see the one in the middle, but it's there. So that's that, guys. Okay, next up is the Revolution Strobe Lighting Palette, and I won this in a giveaway. It's really pretty. I've not had enough time with it to even contemplate whether I want to declutter it or keep it. This has got a really nice shifty highlighter as well, which I forgot about, otherwise I would have put it in with the others. That looks more like a finishing powder, like a banana finishing powder. It's got a little bit of sheen on it, but I think it would make a really nice finishing powder. Again, I need to pull this in the next Shop My Stash. And then we've got a peach leaning highlighter. I think the only really strobe highlighter is the first one I've swatched, because you can barely see the others. I'm not surprised with the banana powder shade, but with the like peachy pink shade, I'm hoping you're going to be able to see it, but you might not. So that's what the palette looks like again. So we've got the white, the banana, and then the peachy shade there, pinky peachy shade. I'm keeping it for now anyway. Can you see how that shifty shade is the only one that you can really see? Well, you can see the other two a little bit, but that definitely is the nicest shade in the palette. So I'm going to be testing the other two shades, and I do like my shifty shades, so even if I don't like the other two shades, I'll focus on panning that shifty shade and then just declutter it, because it is quite a nice palette overall. I've got two more palettes to show you and then we're done with highlighters. I'll decide what I want to do with the face palettes, the other face palettes, whether I want to show them in this video, because I don't want it to be an hour long, guys. I'd rather split it up and do it like highlighters and then face palettes. Do it that way. Yes, it's more work for me, but I'd rather it be that way, and then you have to spend a long time watching the videos. Anyway, let's move on. We've got the Choose Your Glow by Essence highlighter palette. This is one that I'm not 100% sure on either. So those are the highlighters. So Candle Glow, Major Glow and Summer Glow. I use the one in the middle the most because it's the lightest. Summer Glow. Let's start with that one first this time. I need to put this on the chopping block. Candle Glow. It's next to it. It's actually quite nice. That's pretty light. And then Summer Glow next to that. And that would probably make a nice bronze topper as well. So let me show you these. Okay, so the one in front is called Major Glow. Then we've got Candlelit Glow in the middle, and then Summer Glow at the end there, and that's all the swatches there. So let me just go in and swatch the last palette and then we're done, guys. And the next one up is this. Catrice Light Up the Stars. And they're like baked highlighters. And again, there's only really that middle one that really works for me. So that one's called Come Here for Glow. The one on the left is Starboy and the one on the right is Stars Come Up. So let's have a look. This is really bulky packaging. Yep, again, the one on the left. A good bronze topper for glowy bronzer, and I don't have an awful lot of glowy bronzer, so should really keep things like this. And then Stars Come Up, and I think that'll be the same deal. Yeah, definitely. Let me show you the swatches, guys. Right, so these are all the palettes. I'm not getting rid of any at this point, but let's talk about potential chopping blocks. So this is a potential chopping block. So that's that one. I think I'm not telling you what I'm going to keep because I've already gone through that. So they're keepers. Right, this could be a potential chopping block. I just need to use them more. This is a potential chopping block. This one is, I'll know more about this one today. This is a potential chopping block if I can't get it to work for me. This could be as well, this BH one. And then this Catrice Light Up the Stars could be as well. So we've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 could be going in December. And how many have I got in total then? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So I've got 19 palettes in total. So what would that give me? 13? Yeah, 13 I would have if I got rid of those 7 palettes. But we'll see. I do want to use them. I don't want to just get rid of things for the sake of getting rid of things. I don't really feel like I feel like that would be a waste of money. I feel like this video's gone on quite long with the swatches that I've been showing you. So I'm going to stop this video here. We'll do the other face palettes tomorrow, I think. I'll edit this video and then we'll do the other face palettes. I'm sorry if you don't like it all split up like this, but if I'm doing swatches, I feel like that's the best way to show you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate your support on this 14-day makeup collection and declutter journey I'm on at the moment. It means the absolute world that you're watching, so thank you for that. Please like, it really does help get my small channel out there. Share and comment, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That would mean the absolute world to me and I would very much appreciate it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.